Hey, everybody. Happy holidays and welcome to another episode of Selling Past Your Expiration Date, being thrifty over 50. I'm Jay.
Ho, ho, ho. I'm Peg. Hi, everybody. Well, I guess you can tell it's holiday time, right? Woohoo is right. I'm decked. I'm ready. Got all my bling going. Jason's got his bling going. Mine is actually a little dress, so I got my Santa things. My skirt has bells on it. I'm ready.
Now, mine, because I wanted to lean forward so you couldn't see it until I wanted you to see it. Okay, look at the top half of me. And then it's like a selfie. It's like a selfie sweater.
I love it. It's so apropos.
Look at that. It's like, huh?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
And who found that for you?
What'd you say?
Who found that for you?
I think you did.
I could do. Well, I was going to give a sports update today, like usual, but I am done with the Browns. And I think John mentioned that I think they're going to fire Kitchens. He needs to go. He's horrible. Play calling is terrible. Time calling time clock thing is horrible. He's horrible. We have such talent on that team, and we look like crap. So sorry to bore you with awful news, but it was awful. And they continue to look awful. So I would say
just as she says she's not going to give an update, she gives you an update.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, we have a lot of Browns fans out there, and it's just disheartening when we think we're coming back with one hell of a team this season, and turns out to be awful again, as usual.
Again.
Yep. So let's talk about more happier things. Is your pack?
Yeah, I'm sick of the Browns. Yep. Done with the Seahawks.
Oh no! Did they lose today?
Debbie needs a Pugalicious. Speaking of cocktails,
Bob
and I both busted out tiki cocktail mugs.
Yeah, got my fa la la, and it's a good.
So cheers to everybody. Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays for sure.
Good.
Would you
I'm going to a New Year's Eve party. I might just bring this and drink out of this all night.
You should. Look, I got these cute little napkins. Santa. So I got those. So I'm almost ready. I've got everything packed. I got to run out tomorrow to get some last minute things after jazzercise, and so I'm doing good. Except your pack.
I see Primetime Treasure Hunter in the chat. My buddy Dominic, he runs a great. Here, let me show the group he runs. So, because I'll tell you, he packed a lot of words in the title of his group, so I don't want to get it wrong.
Okay.
And I know why he did that. Definitely, you want to catch everybody's eye. And so let me do a little screen share here. There we go. It is the Reselling Resource Center for eBay, Etsy, Amazon, FBA, Poshmark, and more.
Oh my goodness. I thought ours was long.
Yeah. So, but he does this Support That Seller Sunday, where he takes a seller that has helped out in the group and in the community and has people, if you want to buy something fun, shop in their store. And I happen to be the seller that he is profiling this Sunday. So thank you, Dominic. I've had a lot of great sales, and I'm excited to ship tomorrow morning, even though I've got a lot to ship.
Yeah, you do. That's for sure.
All right, so let's talk something important here.
Yeah.
It sure ain't the Browns. But real quick, we got 90 tuning in. If we get up to 125, I got 2 prizes to give away, but I want to see 125 live. I'll give the prize away. All right, let's talk returns, because I know a lot of you, hopefully not too much of you, but a lot of you are afraid of them, are angry with them. And there is so much wasted energy and time on Facebook complaining about returns, complaining about idiot buyers. And, we don't usually allow disparaging of our buyers, but yeah, there are some idiot buyers, and I'm going to profile a few of mine in the next 20 minutes or so. But here's the deal. No matter where you work, whether it be virtually or brick and mortar, returns is part of the game. You can pretend you don't have any, but especially on eBay and Amazon, they'll make you take the return no matter what. So you might as well offer returns from the get-go. We're going to explain why and then what to do with it.
Right, exactly. I mean, you're just foolish not to, because it just benefits you in the long run. And we're going to go over a bunch of details here and let you know why you should be doing this if you're not. And also, and if you don't want to answer this, you don't have to. How many that are watching us right now do not offer returns? Is there anyone watching right now that doesn't offer returns? And don't be afraid to say so if you don't mind, just so we can help you.
Now, this March, so I'm really close. It'll be 20 years of selling online.
Yep.
And two things I realized from Jump Street, never even had a second thought. I offered returns and I shipped internationally. Those are two things. In March of 2000, I'm like, you know what? I got to do this. And I realized a lot of others weren't. So I jumped out of the gates huge because people weren't offering international sales and I was shipping all over the world and they weren't offering returns. And here we are 20 years later. Yep. And people are still not offering returns. It's absolutely crazy to me.
Yep. We got one or two, I think I saw come through that say that, they do not offer returns.
Okay. So this leads us to this graphic. Why would make you more likely to shop online? Free shipping is 79%. Free returns exchanges is 54%.
Right.
Now, those who said they don't, where do you shop in your life that doesn't offer returns?
I mean, any store will take back your merchandise.
The only store that you can't take returns to is a liquor store.
Yes, true.
I learned that the hard way.
I mean,
I didn't mean to buy this booze. Whoops.
Yeah. Honey, I've even returned things to the grocery store.
Totally.
Yeah, which I didn't really do way back in the day, but every now and then I'll return something. Just didn't have to use it. So you can return anything anywhere except.
All right, so Joel, put you on the spot. So thank you for commenting, Joel. I'm going to put you on the spot, and here's why. You said you don't offer them, but if someone wants a return, I have no problem doing that. Joel, the second I go to your eBay store and see you don't offer returns, I'm out. I'm shopping with you. So it's the ones you're losing, you're not realizing. I will not shop with anyone online that doesn't offer returns.
How would you feel if you bought something at, say, Macy's, and you didn't like it and you wanted to go back and return it, and they didn't offer your return? I mean, that's kind of the bottom line. So, you're letting that, slip through your hands as a good option. So,
All right. So Mom dug up this great graphic.
Yeah, this is really a good one, you guys. As you can see, this is some graphics here on statistics and trends on returns. So it says at least 30% of all products ordered online are returned as compared to 8.89% in brick and mortar stores.
Now that seems huge, but that's the Walmarts and the Amazons, and that's not the eBay seller. The eBay seller is a lot lower than that, and we're going to get to that in a little bit. But so don't let that number deter you. Don't let it stop you from offering returns.
No, not at all. Because
and I'm so glad, Joel. I'm glad you heard me, because some people don't ever hear me when I say that. Never thought of it that way. Losing, because people always say, "Oh, look, I do fine." All right, well, say you do $1,000 a month. But you have turned off another $250 a month of customers who saw you didn't take returns. So times that $250 times 12 months, that's thousands of dollars you don't realize you're missing.
Right. I mean, because you don't know what you're missing by not offering that. Okay.
So around 49% of retailers offer free return shipping now. I switched to 60 days as soon as it was available. And I do free returns on Amazon and eBay. Amazon, I might have to. I don't know. It's been so long. I just always have. But I will tell you this. About 4 Christmases ago, eBay wanted to try out something. They wanted, and they didn't make it mandatory. They said, if you'd like to opt in, and I think there was an incentive, and I forget what it was, 90-day returns. Now, they looked at it this way. What if someone bought something for someone in, say, like the week of Halloween, and then they gave it to them on Christmas? You get busy in the holidays, you don't get around to return stuff to January. They wanted that 90-day window. And I thought, great, because, I think the incentive was they would push us up higher in search if we accepted the 9-day return. And I absolutely jumped on that. And here's how many returns I had that Christmas. 0.
Yep.
I had no returns.
Right.
But my stuff was way higher than search than everybody else who was like, nope, not doing returns. I had 0 returns. Because here's the reality. Think about your own self. Think about a store you shop at that has 30-day or 60-day returns. When's the last time you returned something in the 59th day? It never happens.
Never. No.
But it looks good.
I know.
And your internet sucks already, just as a heads up, Mom.
Oh, good Lord. Heavens to Betsy. Well, we'll
just as a heads up. So when I get to talking about the 12 days of compact Dismas, I'll have you go out and clear out.
All right. That'll be fine. That'll be fine.
All right.
What do we got?
Some of the top reasons people return stuff.
Yeah, we got 20% received damaged product. 22% product received looks different than described. 23% received the wrong item. And 35% is other reasons. So,
So I've not had a lot of product show up damage. I've had a few in my day.
Yeah, I've had a few.
I have shipped the wrong item many times in 20 years.
I think I've only done it once, maybe twice.
Usually it's switching the labels by accident, but every once in a blue moon, someone orders like a CD by a specific artist, and I happen to snag the wrong one and never even caught it. So we've all been there. It happens. And the look's different. I'm gonna go into it a little bit more in depth in a second here. But here's the big number: 92% of consumers will buy something again if returns are easy. That's 79% consumers want free return shipping. So give it free and make it easy, and you get return customers.
Yeah.
Here's the number I was talking about. Who's the gentleman I was talking to? Joel,
huh?
Joel, 67% of shoppers check the returns page. So 2/3 of us shoppers check if you're offering returns or not. That means 2/3 of us are going to go bye-bye when we see you don't take returns.
Yeah. It's just not good business in Mom's mind. I mean, it just isn't. You got to be fair to your consumer, and you should offer returns. I mean,
they don't take this as we're mad at you. I'm just telling you. Here's what I've been doing for 20 years that has worked well for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of the biz. Part of the biz, right?
Yep. All right, 58% want a hassle-free, no questions asked return policy, and that's what I do. I really don't care why you want to return it, and I'm going to tell you how to mitigate your damages in a second. And 47 want an easy-to-print return label. Now, I don't know where eBay is at with that. Like, I opted into the hassle-free returns a long time ago, where if a customer starts a return, they get the label. I think that is still something you have to opt into. But again, I did it so long ago, I don't even know where we're at. Is that automatic right now? Do you got to opt in? I'm not sure, but I would recommend opting in.
Yep.
So this one doesn't really pertain to us, return in the store.
Yeah.
And most of us don't sell items over $1,000. So, but that's some of the stats work for us. Okay, now here's what's really funny. Here's my example of here's why you should offer returns. This blanket is teal. The way you're seeing it on the feed right now is a little more green than it actually is. The way I'm seeing it on the screen I'm sharing is a little more blue. So even sharing this image into the YouTube show, the coloring change. So do you see green? Do you see blue? Do you see teal? And here's the thing: your monitor, my mom's phone, your iPad, Lori's. Oh shoot, I don't even know what the other kinds of tablets are called. Might all show a different shade, and so when the customer gets it expecting a blue or teal, and they get a green or teal, that's why you got to offer returns, because a lot of times, like this is a blanket, someone's probably matching it to their room.
Yeah, could be.
Because right now, this blanket kind of looks like Mom's dress, but it isn't. It's way more blue than that. So,
okay.
So all our monitors are different. Some people are working off of old monitors. Some are working off of 4K high-def televisions. So it's all going to look different. So when it comes to an item, that color is part of it. Like if someone buys a soundtrack to Tombstone from me, color plays no part of this transaction at all.
Right.
But this blanket, a pair of jeans, a sweater, those are the things that color plays a role in. And our eyes all see colors differently, and our monitors all produce colors differently.
Correct. Yep. Oh, we're at 117, Jay. We need 8 more.
Yeah, we got prizes. We get 8 more. Now, people tell me all the time, look, I sell used clothing. I don't want to offer returns. Okay, here's 2 things I sell a lot of. Look, ladies, you want your bra to fit right. And I sell a lot of bras. And over the years, I've had a few returns for fit, and that's fine. But I would say less than 1%. And I've sold a lot of bras. And so when people say, oh, I do clothing, I can't offer returns. Bras got to fit your boobies.
Yep.
and looking at it, and this says 44 triple D, but Torrid's triple D might be different than Victoria's Secret's triple D.
Right.
There is no standard amongst bra makers. And so I sell a lot of bras and I sell a lot of jeans. So this goes to both men and women. We all know how we like our jeans to fit in the waist, in the hips, in the legs, in the length.
Yep.
And just because the measurements are there, sometimes you get the right measurement jeans home and you're like, man, these just don't fit right.
Here's a stat for you. Let me throw this one out to you. It says each year, consumers return $264 billion worth of merchandise, which is only 9% of total sales. But, that's what's happening out there. You gotta be there with them.
Okay, so here's a great example. These are called trellis green in Levi terms, but depends how your monitor set up, what color you actually see. So you still might get the wrong color in your eyes, and that's why hassle-free returns. It's easy to say, yeah, it's cool. And let me take this off the screen now. Let's see what slide I had next.
Okay.
Oh, let's do your 5 tips, and then we'll go back to what I got next.
How to prevent returns, that one?
Yeah. So This is how to prevent returns.
Okay. Number 1, inspecting your merchandise and preparing to list it. In other words, go over with a fine-tooth comb. What you see while you're thrifting, you come home and take a look and say, how did I miss that? There's a great big, huge hole like under the arm or something of a shirt. I mean, it's just amazing. I've had that happen to me. Not a lot, but it does happen. In fact, one of my things I'm going to show you in the haul tonight, didn't see it at all until I think we got it home. I mean, that things happen. So you have to really inspect your merchandise well. If something needs to be sewn, then sew it up, and prepare to list it. Number 2.
Hang on. That's why I still been looked. I don't know where my example is, but I bought a great rain spooner. I think it was a Christmas shirt many years ago. So when I bought it, I looked at it. Gave it to my assistant to take pictures of. She looked at it. Mm-hmm. She then wrote the listing and measured it, looked at it again. We listed it, and then it sold, and one of us stuck it in the envelope and sent it off. And the customer says, hey, what the hell with this giant ink stain on the shirt? Now, it was a Hawaiian shirt, busy pattern, but man, in the pocket was an ink stain that big that none of us noticed. And so it does happen. So that's a mistake I'm like, oh, crap. Now, sometimes I would say, or a lot of times I would say, just keep it, my bad. If you can get it out, great. But I thought, what, that'll be a good teaching tool. I usually have it handy, but since I moved, I don't know where it is. But it happens. You do miss stuff.
Right. Hey, 131. Looks like we're going to have a contest.
Yoo-hoo.
Woo-hoo. Okay, number 2. And this is probably, in my mind, one of the most important. Writing clear, accurate, vivid titles and description. You got to put it out there. And we've had shows about writing good titles and descriptions and so forth. You've just got to do it, gang. I mean, what the reader is, consumer is reading better be what you're sending to them, I mean, because the more information you give, and we don't want you to write a book. Remember, we're past that now, but you've got to give them, if it's 6 inches tall, then say it's 6 inches tall, because they'll come back and ask you, well, how tall is it? I've had that happen because I forgot to put in my height. So, you got to, that's probably our most important, don't you think?
Yep.
Pretty close anyways, that's for sure. Well, maybe this next one's more important. 2 and 3. Okay. Number 3, taking photos as if there is no description. And remember back in the day when you didn't have any photos? Well, I guess you had to really write the descriptions as best you could. So when you take
years ago, no photos.
Yeah. Take that photo, you guys. I mean, every angle. I mean, use your 12 photos. This is where your dad and I don't agree on. And I got to get on him because I had a situation that we'll talk about down the road, but, involving some carolers. And luckily I had all my pictures to prove, how everything went. And you just have to have good pictures. You make sure every angle and bottoms. Don't forget the bottom of something. Jason, how many pictures my mom will see of sometimes with tiki mugs, they don't show the bottom, so who the artist is or if there's any markings.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I bought a mug to flip off of eBay because they didn't say the actual title of the mug. It's written on the back of the mug and they just ignored it.
Yeah. I mean, geez, oh man, that's just crazy. And number 4, the importance of packing and shipping, because you don't want your your item to break in shipping. I think Dad coined it good on the cruise when he said, you get one chance and one chance only to ship your item. It better be good, so you got to remember that. That's real important. And I also have to say this, though. Dad has packed things, to the max. He's just a, aficionado when it comes to shipping. And we have had a couple of things break, from time to time. So no matter how good you are, it's going to happen. Okay. And last but not least, avoid selling frequently returned items that you get. I mean, don't keep doing it. They keep coming back to you, just that.
There's some items that just have a high return policy.
Yeah.
And,
yep.
CDs isn't one of them. Tiki mugs isn't one of them.
Right, honey. Exactly.
I've never had a tiki mug returned, and I've sold thousands.
Right. One other thing I just want to throw out there, a couple more stats for you. In returns, Walmart and Macy's would not make the grade on eBay. They have a very high return rate, averaging between around 30%, Jason. So that's pretty high for department store. Amazon return rate is between 5 and 15%, and eBay's rate is below 5%, which is nice, very nice.
So this is a frequent conversation to the nth degree on Facebook groups. How to prevent scam buyers. Now, how to prevent them? You don't. Right. Is there scam buyers? Absolutely. Yeah. But that's like saying, how do I prevent from getting hit by a bus when I go to the grocery store? You don't. You might. You might get hit by a bus. You might have a scam buyer. You know how many scam buyers I have had in 20 years? I think 3.
Yeah.
I took care of all 3 of them. Maybe 5, but 20 years is a long time to remember. A lot of transactions over multiple platforms. So to prevent it, take good pictures, write a good description. If you're selling electronics, make sure you have pictures of the serial number. But for the most part, if you're going to catch a scammer, you're going to catch one. Right. It's like trying to prevent your online identity from being stolen. You should be smart, but even the best of us can still get it stolen.
Right.
I answered a phishing email once by accident, and I'm very smart to all this. I had 3 dogs at the time. My one dog liked to eat poop, so I had while I was watching them, I got to quickly pick up poop, and I see this email, and it says you got a problem with your eBay, and I clicked the link, which of course wasn't a legit link. Next thing I know, my eBay is full of items I'm not selling, and my PayPal's racking up money, and they're trying to get it out. Oh yeah, so it happens. But you really can't do a lot to prevent it other than writing really good descriptions, good pictures. And when it happens, then deal with it. But the people who worry about it and sit and we all could die tomorrow if a meteor crushes the earth. It happens. Shit happens.
I like Angelique's little post there, Jason.
Yep.
That up. Yeah.
And that is probably the accurate percentage because I want you all to think about this. So in the thrifting board, in my Facebook group, I have 56,300 members. We do allow, if you have a problem buyer, we'll help you. Come with the facts. Don't come with emotion. Come with the facts. And I've seen people go, well, I'm not going to sell online. I saw those 4 people who had a problem today. What people forget is the 56,296 of us that didn't have a problem, and say we're all very mediocre sellers. We sell 1 item a day. That is 56,296, no problem.
Right.
And 4 with a problem. So think of it that way, because it'd be silly for my mom and I, every time we sold something, went, well, that went well. No, because that's the norm. That is absolutely the norm.
Right. I mean, it's so few and far between. And the same thing with getting your returns. The percentages are so low in comparison to what you can benefit. I mean, you really have to look at it that way because, it's just the right way to do it. It's just the right way to do it. And if you do get a return, big deal. Refund the money, move on. I don't refund until I get my merchandise back.
Now, lady, I'm going to guess that when you say bad buyers, they're not all bad buyers. And here's the problem with blocking them. You can. It's your right. It's something eBay offers. But guess what? Any one of us can log out of our ID and then come back into eBay and buy as a guest, and it'll be just some gobbledygook names. You don't even know who it is. So blocking them really does nothing because the person you blocked has a spouse, a sibling, a neighbor. They can just go over and use their eBay and cause you more headaches because you block them.
Yeah.
So blocking them can only anger them.
Yep.
Okay? So keep that in mind. All right. So let me show you my returns on Amazon. I've had a couple this season. First one, item is defective or doesn't work. Well, that's BS. They got their Christmas CD, they played it at their Christmas office party, and now they're returning it because there's no way it doesn't work. Now, I will pop it in the player when I get it back, but I have a machine that cleans up all CDs before they go out. I guarantee, I'll bet you $1,000 it works just fine, but I take the return. This one, bought by mistake. I shipped him a record. I'm going to guess he meant to buy a CD. That's my thought.
Yep.
I'm going to guess he was shocked when a record showed up at his door.
Yeah, because
I sell a lot of records.
Yep.
So,
yeah, you can easily miss that, though. Jace, I've done that.
Okay, here's the one that kind of pissed me off. So, inaccurate website description. So that would actually be on Amazon. And so it was a cassette. She sent it back and she said the songs were wrong. And I'm like, really? Because I'm pretty good at paying attention when I list accurately. Mm-hmm. So I get the cassette back and I go back to the Amazon page of Stan and Doug, Yes Go Nuts at Christmas. And the songs on the cassette are the songs on Amazon. And I don't usually do a follow-up after a return, but I go, hey, buyer, the songs on this cassette are exactly the songs on the website. And she said, no, they're not. I go, here's a screenshot. And she said, oh, well, I was trying to buy the album called Klondike. I go, but you bought Go Nuts at Christmas. Like, you bought a whole different album. What are you talking about? So it wasn't an inaccurate web description. It was dumb customer.
Yeah.
And then this one, wrong item was sent. So here's that example. There's a very special Christmas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And guess what? They bought 3, and either me or my assistant sent them 5 by accident. Although they're all different colors, they all look the same. And just a quick wrap. So, 5. I see right there. 5. So that happens. So as you can see, legit return, my bad. Customer not paying attention. Oh, well. Customer not paying attention. Oh, well. And then I'm pretty sure liar. But here's why we don't care. All right, Mom, what was the thing that you got back on a return that you ended up making more money on?
Yeah, and I've got another thing I just found too that I'm going to talk about. I sold a Hilo Hattie shirt, and I had the measurements and everything in my description, but he wrote it back and it still didn't fit. I assume it was too tight for him. It was a vintage one, so that does happen, even though you have the measurements. And I had sold it to him for $22 because it was on sale at the time. So I relisted it for $39.99 and it sold at $39.99. So, even though you might have to pay the cost coming back and all of that, I still made out, I'm still ahead.
Right, so here's my best example. And I use it in my thrift classes that I teach. These are vintage, early 90s whitewash 501s, all the tags on them. Someone sent me an offer about a week after I listed them for $80 and I accepted it. And the second I accepted it, I went, why did I accept that? These jeans in this condition, new with tags, this look, always sell for $100, $125. I'm like, what? Why did I take that? I had no clue. Moment of weakness, I guess. When the customer contacted me and said they don't fit right, can I return them? I ain't never been happier for a return.
Right.
They came back to me, sold them a week and a half later for $120. So take your return, kick it up a few bucks.
Right.
You can actually make money on your returns.
Right. Because, you are paying for that shipping to come, item to come back to you. So bump up the price and look what happens. Sometimes we're lucky. I got a situation though, Jason, I'm going to show you here, honey. I sold this can. Okay. It was on sale. So I sold it for a whopping $7. I had it listed, I think, for $12. So I said, I'll take it. One of the few I've got left. And here's the note that I get. She wants to return it. She said, first of all, she said she just didn't like it. She says, I was going to steam my Christmas pudding in it, but didn't like the inside of the can.
I don't know what the hell that means.
I don't either. And the size wasn't just right. Do I have a 2-pound can? So I don't know. I don't know what she's going to do.
So you're the customer who's telling the truth because ain't no one making that up.
No, I said
I was going to steam a Christmas pudding in it, and I did.
We started. So I said, Dad and I were talking. I said, well, I know we're not going to make any money by reselling this one. So here's what I'm going to do. I have this one, so I'm going to list these two together now and bump the price up for the both of them, like to $24.95. Hope I get $20 for the both of them, and then I'll make some money. So
Mark's got a great question. How would you handle the customer remove the tags? Yeah, that would have been a bummer. And eBay does give us the opportunity nowadays to not give a full refund if it has been altered. So if I would have got those jeans back unworn, but all the tags were gone, that really has changed the pricing. But I would still be able to sell them for a decent amount, just not the same. So I would do a percentage. So on the woman who bought Stan and Doug the wrong one, I said, hey, you didn't buy Klondike. You bought Go to Christmas. She goes, oh, geez. Yeah. I go, tell you what, I'll refund your purchase price, but I'm not going to refund your shipping. And she goes, oh, that's fair. So,
yeah.
And could she be like, no, screw you, refund it all? Absolutely. I wouldn't have wasted any second fighting her either for it. So, but she was a nice customer. She realized she screwed up once I kind of showed her, and she was cool about it.
Yeah. I mean, there are nice people out there,
All right, so I said to Mom before we start the show, if we get 125 live tonight, because I know you're all busy, I give away a couple presents. We got 143, so thank you everyone for tuning in on the week of the holidays. Yeah. First off, let me say this. Happy Hanukkah. It is today.
My Stacy dear.
Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And then I think it's in a day or two, Happy Kwanzaa starts?
Yeah, the day after Christmas, they said.
Oh, 26. Okay. So Happy Kwanzaa. Mm-hmm. And for those of you, so by Christmas, Happy Christmas. And everyone, let's get lit.
Yeah, hey, well, keep drinking.
Okay, so I wanted to give away something. I went to the Disney outlet store the other day. I bought a ton of stuff, and that's when they told me, we don't have bags anymore. I'm like, oh, crap, I got a lot of stuff to move. They're like, you can buy some bags, of course.
Of course.
So we bought 2 of the biggest bags, so let's give them away, shall we?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, man, I just rolled over it. Hold on a minute.
Uh-oh.
Who wants to win a giant...
Oh, those are cute.
Christmas bag, a giant shopping Christmas Disney bag. Woo!
Oh, they're really nice.
All right, so here's the contest. First, it'll be me and then Mom. We have our return rate percentage for the year on eBay. We have a graphic to show y'all. So I'm going to get over to the chat. The first one to get closest to my percentage wins one. So what do you think my percentage of returns is on eBay?
I have a question for you while we're waiting for some answers to come through.
Yeah.
When we do get the return, how do we know how much the label cost me? Where will I find that?
It's a good question. And I have had so few returns, I don't even pay attention because it's so...
I mean, I don't have that many either, but, I'm just trying to figure out where can I see, what it cost me to get that item back. So,
all right. So Heather hit it almost dead on. So let me show you mine.
Okay.
And by the way, I think I see him in the same order you guys do, but sometimes you see him in different orders than me. I am looking, and Ruben was first with 6.5, Dawn 5, Becky, Dick 1.2, Nancy 5, Pollyanna 1.2, and then Heather was 2. So here's mine, 2.07. Now, I did horrible in health and beauty because I only sold 2 things and 1 got returned. So that was a pretty crappy percentage. But my percentage is 2.07. So, Heather, send me your address on Facebook. Just message it to me, and I will send that to you. Mm-hmm. All right. So, all right. Clear the decks. Clear the decks. And let me get... Okay, cool. All right. Now... Mom's return rate for the year. And go. And by the way, your internet has gotten better since we've been talking.
Oh, okay. Isn't that crazy? I'm not telling you.
Good job, Deb. Thanks. Debbie put the starting over mark in. So there we go. Okay. Everything after Debbie is the guess for Mom. So let me get that ready. Oops, I got too big.
Oop, they're flying by so quick. I can't read them.
Oh, man. All right. So they ain't no one going to beat John.
I think that's what I saw. Yes.
Yep. No one's going to beat John because John was so close.
Look at that.
1.68%. I thought mine was good, and then Mom sends me her screenshot. I went, oh, boo. But look, it can be done, So here's a 76-year-old woman who's got a couple of grandkids she's always hanging out with, doing things with. My mom goes and travels with her ladies. They do things. So she's not just doing eBay.
Right.
but she's doing the things you need to do. Good descriptions, good pictures, all that stuff. And she's got 1.68. I, on the other hand, am never home. I've got an assistant who's still learning the business, doing my listings. I do spot check them, but I miss things from time to time. And I'm only 2%, and I sell bras. So it can be done. It can be done. So take heart. Use us. You use the Thrifting board. Use my YouTube shows to help you if you're still like, because trust me when I tell you, you'll get more sales in the long run. When I'm looking for something specific on eBay and I stop on your page and you have returns, I'm just done. I won't even go hunt for a better deal because I found what I needed. The fact that you offer returns and your shipping's in line, like it's not ridiculous. Right. I won't go anywhere else. I don't have time to keep shopping. But if you don't offer returns or if your shipping's ridiculous, I ain't staying.
Okay, Hartley has a question. I'm not sure if that's to you or to me. She says, how much do you think you list a month?
I'm guessing you mean items. Lately it's been crazy because I can sell on Amazon and eBay.
Right.
And I would say in the last 30 days, we've probably listed, 200 to 300 on eBay and well over 1,000 on Amazon. But CDs are easy to list. Right. I can knock them out while I'm watching a Star Wars movie, So it's a little weird thing. And I have an assistant, so that definitely plays into it because she's doing. I have a teenager that takes all the pictures, and then I have a full part-time assistant who does all the listings for me.
As far as mom goes on my end, because I do all the listings, Dad does all the photos, so that helps me a lot.
Jim, you're at 0.
Woo! Way to go, Jim.
Nice. See, look at that. That's even better. I thought our percentages would be a good, encouragement. Jim's got 0.
That is fantastic.
Oh, look at that. Chris is 0.73. Good job.
Way to go, you guys. Very good.
Okay. So I hope besides Mom and me and now Jim and Chris, it shows you it can be done very easily.
Right. And
it leads to more sales. It always does.
It's just not that high of a percentage. It's just not there.
All right. So we're going to switch gears a little bit. Thank you for tuning in for the returns. Mm-hmm. If you're new to tuning in, because Dominic was nice enough to let me post in his group today about the show. Thanks for joining us. I am pretty much the master CD seller in the entire eBay, Amazon community. And what I've been doing this Christmas is the 12 days of compact Dismas. Thank you to my wife for that awesome name. So I've been giving a tip a day for 12 days. So I just want to run through them real quick in case you had any questions. So tip number 1, if you find autographed CDs, like I found this autographed John Waters CD, I sold for $24. This CD unautographed sells for about $8. So you do get a lot more money when things are autographed. You don't really have to have them authenticated because there is no big money market in faking John Waters' autograph. Now, if you found a Mickey Mantle autograph or Marilyn Monroe or James Dean, there's a lot of money in faking that autograph. So that you'd have to get authenticated. But if you found a Go-Go CD autographed, ain't no one faking the bass player of the Go-Go's autograph. Just ain't happening. But when you find stuff, you can always ask for more money. So that was day number 1. On the second day, lot things together. So these 2 Garth Brooks Christmas CDs are okay by themselves and even better together. And look at this fun little angle I take the pictures on because it makes mine stand out more than every other seller who takes their pictures straight up and down.
Yeah, I like that, Jason.
All right. Day number 3. I'm going to see if there's any questions over here.
We had a question from Rick. He wants to know where you find your percentage on your returns.
It's in your eBay under your numbers. You go to your
Seller Hub.
You go to your Seller Hub, and then you will see, depending on how your Seller Hub is set up, you will see your seller level, and it tells you when you're top rated and your transaction defect rate, and there's an arrow to the right to click. So when you click on that arrow to the right, it shows you your return rate.
Right. And then Ann Wolf wants to know, should we offer to pay for return shipping too? Yes.
Yeah, I do. I offer free returns. That means they can ship it back for free.
Right.
Because it's less hassle for the customer and it'll keep them happier. All right.
Right.
All right. On the third day of compact Dismas, don't overlook CD singles. CD singles isn't a thing anymore. So I look at every CD single because CD singles tend to have other cuts and things that the CDs didn't have. And so I sold these 3 CD singles, 2 the Band-Aids, Do They Know It's Christmas, and 1 Little Drummer Boy, Peace on Earth by Bowie and Bing Crosby. I spent $22 on the 3, and I sold the 3 for $131. So keep your eyes peeled for CD singles.
Yep.
On the 4th day, I found 4 of the same thing. So I've sold 3 of the 4 so far. So once you find something good, keep looking. The original Soul Christmas CD I've sold for 38, 38, and 37, and I have the last one up there. So, you get used to seeing the repetition. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for things you've already seen. On the 5th day of Compact Dismas, 5 drummers rocking out. Most people think of Christmas music as Bing Crosby, Brenda Lee, even Mariah Carey. But look at this. Twisted Sister did a Christmas record. The lead singer of Devo, Mark Mothersbaugh, did a Christmas record. The Nitty Gritty Dirt Band did a Christmas record. So there are a lot of rock and roll Christmas records, and they all sell very well. All right, day number 6. 6 CDs repeating. So all 6 of these CDs I found after I'd already sold them all. So kind of going back to the earlier one, I know what's selling because I've sold them. And the second I see them, I don't have to waste any time looking them up in the store because I know I sold them already.
Yep.
So all 6 of these I found in New York City, and all 6 of these I had already sold. So it was a quick and easy purchase. 7th day of Compact Dismas number 7, CD selling for $7.99. Now that doesn't sound like a big profit, but every record store has a budget section, and especially Christmas does. A lot of stores will have 50-cent CDs, $1 CDs, $2 CDs, very budgety. So on the 50-cent ones, I don't spend any time researching them because that's a waste of time. You get a couple of 50-cent ones home, and maybe a couple aren't worth anything, and a couple are worth $7.99, and the other 10 are worth $50. So don't spend all day looking up every 50-cent one, but look for some interesting ones. And you start to learn ones, and when you see them in the budget bin, you're like, yep, I'll take those. $7.99 is not a big price, but when I pay 50 cents, it's all right.
Some place to start, That's
why. The 8th day of Compact Dismas, 8 Zia record stores. Now, if you don't live in Arizona or Nevada, you don't know Zia, but Zia is a chain. And what I wanted to make a point of is, once you start buying records from a record store, and maybe if they are a chain, make sure you know where all their locations are. So anytime I'm in Phoenix, I hit the other 3 or 4 Zias. There's 2 in Tucson, and there's 3 here in Vegas. I go up to the Bay Area. There's a chain called Rasputin. I make sure I hit all of their stuff because they all have good stuff. So make sure the place you like to shop, you know where all their locations are. All right, on the 9th day, 9 more Xmas CD sales that won't arrive by Xmas. So I sold these 9 Christmas CDs Friday night and into Saturday morning. Well, they're going out on the 23rd. They're not getting to them by Christmas, but people are still buying Christmas CDs. They bought them today. They'll buy them tomorrow. They'll buy them on Christmas Eve. They'll buy them on Christmas Day, and they'll buy them into the new year. So don't stop listing Christmas CDs. On the 10th day, which was today, 10 CDs sold that were cross-posted. So all 10 of these were listed on both Amazon and eBay. And what you got to do is be diligent and quick. The second it sells on one platform, go remove from the other one. But these are all good sellers. They all sell for decent money. So I wanted to get as many eyes on them as possible. So boom, listed them in both places, and then keep pulling them off. And then I have them in a special spot in my office. These are listed on both Amazon and eBay. So when we go to pull, we know it's in that section. And then this will be tomorrow's, but you're getting the preview. Woo-hoo. On the 11th day of Compact Dismas, my record store gave to me 11 Christmas cassettes. So these are all Christmas cassettes of CDs that sell pretty well. So I thought I would give the cassettes a try. Cassettes suck. Christmas cassettes are horrible. So I took my 11 mistakes and made them one lot, and I did sell them for almost $20.
Well, hey.
And I paid 50 cents a piece.
Right.
But sometimes you got to lot things together, not just necessarily Christmas, but this is going to be tomorrow's. And hey, I made a mistake. I should not have bought these, but I got rid of them in one swoop. Whoop.
That's good. Yeah.
Now I'm just waiting for the customer to go, oh, I thought I bought CDs.
Let's hope not. That's good, though, Jason. Very clever. Very cleverly done, honey.
Thanks. And Mark, kind of what I was just saying, don't hold for next season, but price it as it's for this season. So if you pick up Christmas stuff on December 26th, quickly look what it was selling for and keep it at that price. And you'll get it. It'll be a slower sell throughout the year, but I sold a lot of good stuff this year that I listed last Christmas. I just left them up. I used to take them down in years past.
Yeah.
I think people bought in April. And man, I sell Christmas CDs every single month of the year.
Right.
Every month of the year.
And most of us know Christmas sells all year long. I mean, we sell a lot of different Christmas things throughout the year. So,
yep.
Yeah.
All right. So usually I take this week off from Thrifty Business, but I was off the week before and then 2 weeks before that. So wanted to do a fun show this December 26th, which is Thursday, obviously the day after Christmas. We want you. So we want anyone who is brave enough to pop on their computer and join us in the show. So it's going to be me and Debbie and about 2/3 of the lifeguards / admins of the thrifting board. It's going to be more of a casual hangout show. I think we're going to share some of our scores of the last week. And then we want you to come in and you'll be like a 60-second guest. Tell us the coolest thing you found and or flipped this year on eBay or Amazon or Etsy or wherever you sell. And you need a computer, obviously. You could do it on your phone or a tablet, but we prefer the computer because we all then look the same. So computer with a microphone, most are built in. If you have an external, that's cool too. And a camera. And I will post the link for the show tonight in the thrifting board, and then the link to join us as a guest on Thursday during the day. So be prepared to hop in. And I've already got the first member of the thrifting board who I messaged her today. Her name is Melissa Lentz. You've seen her co-host a couple of times. I said, Melissa, are you ballsy? And she goes, depends on what. Skydiving? No. She shipped me a tiki mug. I go, are you ballsy enough to let me open it live on the show? And she goes, oh yeah, I packed it good. All right.
Oh, that'll be a fun show. That'll be a lot. Yeah.
So tune in for that. Now, for those of you in the Secret Beach, I know the month's almost out and we haven't done any webinars this month, but I thought it'd be fun. So my birthday is December 30th, and I'm going to do the webinar that I plan on doing, which is the follow-up to the webinar I did, the web class I did last month, the Holiday Home Treasure Hunt. I'm going to tell you of the 10 categories we went over to find things in your house, where to list it, how to list it, and how to ship it. So that'll be on my birthday, December 30th. And then our guest webinar will be Lonnie Oscar. Most of you know Lonnie. Lonnie is a crazy character with a lot of good knowledge. And so he's going to be the guest webinar. And little tip, if you ever try and outdrink Lonnie at a bar, you'll lose.
Even with you?
Even with me.
Oh, okay.
And those of you in the Atlanta area, the thrifting class is a go. January 11th, a little bit north of Atlanta. The post will be up everywhere with the details. But it's going to be the classroom class, not the thrifting, not the thrift store class. And it's a 4-hour extensive what to find, where to list it, how to take pictures, and how to ship it with a lot of live demonstrations, how to FOMO, how to Frankenbox, all kinds of good stuff, how to use social media. And so I can't wait to get back to Atlanta. It's a great city. All right. Each week we share fun and or embarrassing photos of me and mom. This week, that's my mama. And since it is, oops, that picture is huge. Hold on a minute. Oh, I'm making it bigger. Wrong way.
Well, wrong way.
There we go.
Yeah. This is from about 91 or 2, I think, guys. Regan and I had gone down to the Bahamas for the holidays. Of course, before Christmas. I'm never gone at Christmas time. And they had everything decorated really cute. And I just thought, well, you know us with our Hawaiian theme or tropical themes. I thought that'd be cute to share with you guys this year. So I haven't changed too much from that shot. A little heavier. No. But the hairdo, everything else is the same.
I saw a great question from Robert. I've seen some CDs new and sealed, but have cracked jewel cases. Would you still buy them to sell? I do all the time, Robert. If they're expensive CDs, I list them as they are. And I say new open box is typically what I put. And I write factory sealed, but has this crack. Check out this picture. And sometimes I'll throw in an extra case or just ship it as is because I was very descriptive. But yeah, don't let that deter you, because at the worst, you could open it up, replace the case, and sell it as like new.
Right.
So that's the worst.
Cool. By the way, we're at the Atlantis there in Nassau.
Oh, cool. All right. So mom hasn't changed much from her picture. I've changed a smidge from mine because here I am at 1 year old. I want to point out a few things here. What the hell's up with this hairdo right here?
Yeah, that's mom.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Apparently, I'm having no fun on Christmas.
I love the outfit, though. I just love that outfit when we bought it for you.
And this is my Uncle Nino, my mom's brother. What awful Santa final outfit. This is like a sex dungeon Santa outfit. I mean, this is crazy. What in the hell?
I guess that's all the best we could find.
Man.
Oh, my.
Is that just the biggest bowl of nuts right there? Is that what that is?
Yep, it is. Yeah, my dad, your grandfather, loved to crack nuts. That was one of his faves. Yep. Yep.
Oh, there we go. Just Thrift Raider just sold a cracked seal CD for $14. Oh yeah, I've sold a ton of cracked ones this year.
Good.
All right, let's get to your scores. We've had a full show of stuff.
Yeah, let's move along here. This is the Persian lamb coat that I found this summer at the garage sale for $12, and it did need repairs, you guys. After we got it home, I did not see the things that were wrong with it at the garage sale. Both pockets were ripped by the seams, and one under the arm. And of course, my wonderful girlfriend is a seamstress, and she sewed everything up for us. So I purchased it for $12, and I did take a best offer of $79 on the coat. So that was nice.
Okay, so I missed one really good comment. So I want to share it real quick.
Go ahead.
Because this is pretty bitchin'. Actually, I'll just move this.
We've had a lot of good comments tonight. They flew by.
Yeah, it's been a great show, guys. So Flipping for Profit said, I used to not accept returns. We did that for years. I started accepting them earlier this year when Jason talked about it. Had lots of sales before, even more after.
Yep.
We shipped, but we shipped over 1,000 items since then. Glad we took the advice. We wouldn't even think of not accepting them now. If you're not accepting returns yet, do it. So thank you, Flipping for Profit. Thank you very much. That's and I'm glad I helped you.
Absolutely. It's nice to hear those success stories. I mean, that's what it's all about. Okay, your dad had picked this up at a sale. This is the vintage letter stamp set that we purchased for $5, and we sold it for full price, Jason, of $49.99. So that was really good.
Nice.
But Dad picks up things that Mom never would. You know what I mean? Those of you that know,
the joys of having a partner to thrift with.
I know.
Different eyes.
Different eyes. Absolutely, totally. Those of you who might know antiques, I sold these 2 antique glass blown jars back in the day. Mom had a lot of antiques, and I found them buried in the basement. I said, "Oh my God, I should put these up for sale." So I sold one for $49 and the other one for $40. Yeah, a total of $89.99 for the 2 is what I actually sold them for. So that was good.
I'll give you a shiny candy cane.
Hey, woohoo! Okay, let's see. Now, Jason, I've got this one. Two different. Did you happen to see the other one, honey? Did you kind of show it together? You'll pick these up. These are quarter items, guys. And I just at a garage sale this summer and looked at these stockings, and I just recently listed them. I mean, I was still going through my list. And I thought, well, these are kind of cute. Well, they sold faster than fast, Jason. I listed one the one time, sold it for the $24.95 with the moose. And then the other one, for whatever I had it listed for, was it $19.95 or $22.95?
Yep.
The other one. So they sold instantly, you guys, a quarter a piece on those. Apparently the ones with animals, they must like a lot. Okay, I picked up these the chair covers. I remember showing these on the haul with you guys. Paid $1 for the set of 4. And I sold the covers for $22. Took best offer of $22. So
we got a little battle going on in the chat. A fun battle, nothing bad.
Oh, good.
Don't accept returns on video games by Flipper Joe, followed by the Thrift Raider. I accept returns on video games and I never get any. I gotta say, this has been a hell of a fun show, and you guys tuned in tonight. And man, it's such a great chat. I hope you guys are having as much fun as we're having.
Yeah. I mean, remember, guys, it's your business. We're just here to try and help you along and give you our advice on what's worked for us. You do what you have to do, what makes you happy. We're just hoping that, you'll see the side of accepting the returns. Okay, these I bought at the flea market this past summer out in Mesopotamia, Jason, in Amish country. And I saw these 2 sitting down in the barrel, and I'm looking at them going, oh, my goodness gracious, are those what I think they are? She sold me the pair for $5, and I sold them for full price of $95. So that was a real nice return.
$5. There we go.
I mean, these are beautiful old-fashioned kitchen lights. They're the name is Lawnwear. So if you're looking for those guys, it's Lawnwear. Okay, I probably should have held out a little longer on this, but I've had a bunch of different offers on this. I picked up for $1 at the garage sales this summer, and I did sell it for $22. I might have gotten my full price, but after so many offers, they kind of wear you down sometimes. And speaking of which, hello. I sold 2 of these, Jason. Now, mine were old because I had bought mine last year, and I bought mine for $10 a piece.
Cheers.
So, I sold 2 of those of the Fa La La mugs. So there's $20 in total, but I sold them for a grand total of $58 because they were on sale. So
cheers.
Cheers is right. As soon as I put them on sale, whoo, get lit. I think I am. I'm doing good.
Here's another one you sold.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you that spit and dreidel for those.
Yeah, there you go. And I am out of those mugs. I do have some Santa mugs left and a couple of the other holiday ones. Okay, so the beater lack. Woohoo! Yeah. And this one cost me $3.50, Jace, and it was on sale, and I sold it for the full price of the $33.75 on sale. So that was good.
And everyone knows I am the San Marcos Whisperer, and we were at Savers yesterday, and Stacy found 2 and 1 in a color I have not thrifted before. So we're going to do a haul coming up in about a week. Yeah. So we'll definitely be sharing those with you. But and here's the fine thing. I didn't tell you, Ma. They were mispriced, and no one ever fixed it, even though the store was told they were mispriced. Mispriced. One was $14.99, and one was $114.99. So I told Dee, who's an amazing manager, a woman that I absolutely love to death. I love to see her when she's at the store. I go, look, if that blanket mows my lawn and dusts my furniture, I'll pay the extra $100. She goes, just tell him I said it's cool for the $14.99.
Just a little problem there. Oh, and we finally sold one of our vintage Art Deco chrome cigar ashtrays that we paid $8.50 for, and we did sell it on the full sale price of the $119.25. Dad packed it up beautifully. The man got it, said, wow, what a packaging job. And now we have the second one up for sale because we bought 2 that day, $17 for the pair. So far we've made out real well on those. It takes a while to sell them. They're not fast movers, but they do sell. People are always looking for them. Okay, what do we got next? Oh, okay. Now remember I showed this in my haul, a couple of weeks ago? And I said, don't be afraid to sell just the top part of these lighted Christmas trees because someone might have the base at home that needs the top. And that's just exactly what we did, you guys. I spent $3 for the tree, and we sold it for the sale price of whatever that was, $24.71? Is that what it was? Yeah. See,
and good job. I was to make sure you wrote Sanka can is not included.
Yep. Got to do
but good idea to use that to set it up there so you can see it.
Yeah. I mean, that was Dad's idea, so he did really well on that. But I said, I got to say not included. They'll think it's coming along with it.
By the way, for those of you who celebrate Festivus, something for you too.
That's right. Okay. And then I just showed these on our show 2 weeks ago. It was the Nick and Dora New Year's Eve pajamas in an extra large. I probably should have kept these for myself. Oh well. I paid $3.99 and sold them for the sale price of $33.75. So Nick and Dora always sells well, everybody. So don't pass them up. They're getting harder to find, I think, Jason. Did you notice?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah. I just showed this. It's not a huge profit, but it was a Christmas CD that I only paid 25 cents for.
Yay, Mom's selling CDs. Yay.
Yeah, I sold it for the full price of the $9.95. So, I said, oh, well, okay. I sold the Christmas CD. That was exciting for me.
What'd you pay for it?
25 cents.
Bam, there's your quarter.
Yeah. I had a whole bunch in a basket. In fact, it's probably less than 25 cents, but one of those that, okay, it's a quarter. Okay, and then I just showed you guys these holiday purses 2 weeks ago. I had purchased 4, sold 1 already, and then I got a quick offer but sold 2 to the same person at full price of $99 each. Now, I did pay big bucks on these, you guys. I spent $40 for each purse. I sold the 4th one, but the lady does want to return it. She said, here's what she said. She said, it's cheaply made and the material is very cheap. And then I wrote her back a very nice note. And I said, maybe you're not familiar with this particular type of purse. I said, but that's how they're made. They're made with it's like not vinyl. Gosh, Jason, I can't even think of the word. But, it's not something that it's not real leather. It's not leather at all. You know what I mean? It's just a casual type purse. The handle is braided and it's very nice. So I just gave her the whole background of these purses. They're very collectible. And I was very nice to her. She said, oh, thank you so much for letting me know the history, but I still want to return it. So that one's coming back. So I think what I will do, since it's my last one and there's no others for sale, is put it up for $125.
And not being the most expensively made purses, a Christmas purse is not a purse you carry too much and too often.
Right.
Maybe you might carry the whole month of December. Maybe you carry just when you're going to fun, Christmas events. And so it's not like an everydayer because you ain't carrying it in March. I'll tell you that much. Right.
This is Mom's that I probably have had. Oh boy. I mean, my mother was still alive when I got this purse, Jason. So Mom's is really, really old, over 20 years old. And I carried the whole month of December. And I have gotten a zillion compliments on it. So you have to read. It's kind of like a vinyl. It's not really vinyl, but I don't know what you call it.
Naga hide, someone says.
Yeah, no, I don't even think it's that. It's not an expensive fabric, but it's a collectible type purse, and that's what makes it worth the money. And they don't make them anymore. So those people, like the lady that bought the 2 for me, she knew. The lady that wants to return the last one, she doesn't know. So, that's just the way it works. Okay, and that's it.
All right, so real quick in the chat, Junkin Data Girl says below the fans that blow up the yard decorations, they sell, because if you have one that works and someone dies. And then Rags can't get her Nick and Nora to sell, and Thrift Raider can't get her Christmas Nick and Nora to sell. So, hey, if you guys want to, send me the link to your listings.
Yeah.
I find a lot of times people aren't using good keywords. So I'll be happy to look at your links. So tonight, just send them over to me and Facebook Messenger. I'll be happy to take a look at them for you.
Sure, absolutely. Okay. All right. We start moving right along here. Dad and I, we went out thrifting together this past, what's today? Friday. Friday we went bumming. And then a week ago, we went down to Berlin Sugar Creek, where I usually go with the girls. And I said, God, come on, let's go down. We hit some of the antique stores. So I'm going to go through these really quick, guys, because we're right there at the 9 o'clock hour. So it won't take long. I picked these up because Christmas at the Restore on Friday, everything of Christmas was half off. So, I couldn't pass these up. I have bought these many, many times and have sold them. These are this one's more clear, I think. The Walkerbacks made in Germany. Actually, this one says West Germany, Jason. And they were a quarter. I mean, they were marked 50 cents, so they were half price. So they were a quarter. So I'm going to sell these as a pair, and I will put these up for $20, everybody. Okay. A few weeks ago, you saw that Mom found an Expressly Yours. What was it, Jason? What did I sell? It was, the canister. And I pop into the Restore there, and they've got the creamer and sugar set. They were each marked $2, so they're $1 a piece. And again, when you see this, now this is the abbreviated version because there's not much room to write, but that is Expressly Yours is what it stands for. And these were $1 a piece. Oh, there you go for Walker's Back. Yeah.
I sold 4 for 20, so I don't know if you're going to get 20.
Oh, well, okay, maybe a little.
I had them up for 2 seasons, so just as a heads up.
Okay, that's good to know, though. Good to know.
As a heads up. But look, here's a little added tip. Look how fun my picture looks. Most people put those 4 things in a row. Don't do that. When you have 4 of the exact same item, do something different with them. Like I showed the bottom, built a little pyramid. I made a nice little square.
Right. So on these guys, for my $2 investment, I'm going to list them for $49.99. Okay. All right, Jason. Remember when Mom sold hers? I had one of our own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we found this, and this was also half price. This is, and I'll be ready for this one, you guys. I want to show you. Where is it? It's inside the lid. Can you read that? That is a treasure craft.
Oh wow, yeah.
And it is the cookie jar. It's a cactus cookie jar. It had a tiny little chip in the rim that Dad fixed. We paid $4 for this, you guys, because it was half off at the everything was half off at the sale at our Restore here in Chardon. And this, I think I'm going to list. What did I write down? What did I write down for my cookie jar? My cookie jar. I'm going to list this for $39.99 on the treasure craft. Okay. Then we picked up. This was at the Restore. We picked up a set of 6 of the Bud Light glasses. They were $1 each, Jason. So I got $6 into them, and these are dated 1987 down here on the edge there. And I think I can get around $35 for this set for 6. So I'm hoping we'll give that a whirl. Okay. All right, then picked up. This was down in Amish country. Here's what I picked up in Amish country. Are you ready?
Yeah, tiki salt pepper shakers.
Love it. I collect the salt and pepper shakers, but here's the thing, Jason. Even though they say Florida, look on the bottom. Can you see that Japan? Or is it?
Yeah, they were made for Florida, not made in Florida.
Yeah, I know, but here, look, stamped Japan on the back.
Very cool.
Isn't that cool?
Not even stamped. It's actually built into the.
Yeah, it's right into the graphic. So, if I was to sell these, probably $12, $15 somewhere in that vicinity, but I probably won't. And I picked up another set of the Hawaii pineapple salt and pepper shakers for $3, and still has the Japan sticker on there. Again, these are around $12 or so. If I part with them, it's hard to part with things. I picked up something Jace Mom doesn't have.
Oh, it came with a pen.
Well, that's my pen.
Oh, because I've got a few pieces too, but I've never seen it with an old school pen in it.
Right. So this is a hip original. If you guys can see that.
Hang on. Let me turn the snow off. Hold on a minute.
Okay. All right.
It'll be a little clearer because you don't have the best internet, case you know. Yeah. For those of you tuning in, my mom for the first time, my mom lives in the country and her internet just kind of comes and goes. So
we never know what
bring it a little bit closer. Ooh, we almost had it for a second. It was clear for like 2 seconds.
How's
I
that?
see it. Made in Hawaii.
Yeah.
HIP original. Boom. There it is. 75, I think it says.
Yep. So so that's probably going to stay here. It only cost me $3, so I'm just going to, someday when I have to sell everything, I will.
How did Debbie wants to know, how did Dad fix the rim of the cookie jar?
Okay, he's kind of sanded it down a little bit to take out the roughness.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mark asked that. Debbie told me about it. Sorry.
And then he took a green magic marker, and then he marks it, and then he kind of blends it with his finger. And you guys, it blends right in. We have done that many times with chips, and it helps. It really doesn't. You can't even tell. Yeah. Okay.
I'm so bummed that we didn't take the before and after of that giant fish I have that Dad fixed.
Yes.
I've got a giant wooden carved fish. It's like this. Yep. And the top and it's wood. It got all messed up. And I left Dad alone for like 20 minutes. I come back and it's like, you don't even know where the damage is. I'm like, wow, we didn't take it before. We didn't take it.
Yeah. Besides, there's a show for you. I should have been taking pictures of all of Dad's repairs.
Yeah, we'll start doing that because I'm sure there'll be more coming.
Yeah. Okay. Down the road we will. We'll take before and afters. Picked up this Hawaiian, well, not really Hawaiian shirt, Jason, but I like it because of the fish that are on it. And it's 100% silk. It's by Burma Beavis. You ever heard of that?
Let me see it.
Okay.
I don't recognize it by name, but maybe.
No, but when I went to do my, going the wrong way. Well, backwards. There we go. Can you see that?
Yeah, you got a little fuzzy, so
I got fuzzy. Sorry.
I'll just dance Santa over top of it. There we go.
Burma Beavis, but there's a lot of listings there, and it ended up costing me, it was $1 off, so $3. And it is a large, and it's 100% silk, and it's quite pretty. I mean, I love the graphics of the fish on here. Okay. All right. I'm going to stick with Sugar Creek. Okay. So we went down, and I'm pretty sure you have this album, right, Jace?
you got to look through the center. There we go. I love it.
How's that?
I love it. Yes, I have that album. Right. It's a souvenir of your trip to Hawaii.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice because it's a booklet, and but the thing that made Mommy buy it, I wouldn't have, because I think I already have this one. Is what was inside it, but I just want to show you a couple of quick photos because I had looked through mine in quite some time. The release year of this album was 1969, and the photos that are in here are from the 60s. How's that outfit?
Oh my God! To find that outfit.
Isn't that amazing?
That'd be worth so much money.
Oh, I know. And then the other one I wanted to share with you guys, Jason. Look, honey. See the pink Jeep?
Yep.
Yeah, Mom and Dad did that in 1965. We rode our pink Jeep, and then Jason found one and gave us one for a present one year, which I absolutely love. So included in there was all this. There's a Hawaiian newspaper dated 1970. Okay, and there's some great articles and advertisements of things, really cheap. This postcard of Waikiki, and as you can see, this was many moons ago because it's pretty empty still. Right now there's so many high rises you can't even see any green hardly. That's what makes Mom sick. But the best part, and Mom will be framing this. Here's a new one, Jace, put out by United Airlines. Look at this one.
Oh, geez. That was in all the thing?
All of it for $5.
Hang on, let me throw your $5 up there. There's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, if I was, especially the map thing, I think that would probably bring Mommy some serious money there, because it's a beauty and it's in good condition. I mean, somebody just folded and packed it away and could care less. So okay, all right. Oh, a few more things. We're almost there. Gang, hang tight. Okay, I picked up 2 of these at White Barn, and she was having a 50% off sale, so we got them for $5.
All right, your internet, of course, went the worst when you're showing things.
Of course. What happened?
6-book interactive library world information atlas. Dun dun dun.
And they're selling for around $40 right now. So we picked that one up, and the other one is this. And if they don't sell, I got a granddaughter who's just amazing at reading. This kid loves her reading. So Rory might be getting these if they don't sell. And the other one is the Smithsonian Interactive Library.
Very cool.
All right, so those for $40. Then in Amish country, we picked this up, and I did spend $20 on it. I don't know if I'm going to part with this one, Jason. I might keep this one for myself. This is the PGH Statutory Company. It is stamped on the back. And it is the Blackmore and with the original lampshade.
Yeah, that's crazy with the original lampshade.
I know. I mean, you just don't see them with the original lampshade, and it is pretty delicate. It's not in the, it's got some pretty worn areas. So to ship this might be tough. I think this would look good in my Bahamas corner. What do you think?
Oh, I think it would too.
I do too. So, if I was going to sell you though, guys, the value on these are good money if you come across these, even without lampshades. These are anywhere from between 80 to 100, 100 and a quarter. So, yeah. So, but I'm thinking because it's got the original shape, I think Mommy might have to keep that one. Okay. And then we will finish off. I think this is it. All right. Did I show you everything? I did. Okay. We'll finish off with these. This was over at our restore right around the corner. And okay, let me start with this one. Yeah, I'm going to sell them as a pair. What's the size of those paint by numbers?
Wow.
I know. So I have the two. This is the Chinese. Is it Chinese or Japanese? Now that could be Japanese, right? With the it looks like they could be Japanese. Okay, so there's that one.
Remember? Oh, bring that back.
Bring it back.
I'll tie this into CDs. You ready?
Okay.
The sash around the middle is called the obi. That's why the little piece of paper that goes around the side middle of the CD is called the obi. There you go.
And the back's not in best of shape, so you can see these are probably from the 60s, you guys. I mean, they've been around a long time. Now,
hey, Heather wants to know, was your lamp chalkware?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Heather. Now, because I got so excited. Oh, by the way, these are $2 a piece, you guys. So as I'm flipping through and I'm seeing all these four all together, when I got home, guess what I found? Can you see in that corner? It got a little bit of boo-boo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to show that I'm still going to sell them as the pair.
Yeah.
And probably, even though that's got some discrepancy in the corner, guys, I'm still going to list this for around $80, $90 for the pair. Because, these are rare, and this is like a 16 by 20, so these are really good size ones. And paint by numbers always sell. I've sold all mine. I don't think I have any left, Jason, until now. And then we go from a Japanese, look, right there in the middle.
Perfect.
I know. To the ballerinas and this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they're done really good too.
Yes, they are done really good. And like I say, in my haste, I was just so excited. I just saw them. And when I saw the price of $2, I about died. I said, oh my God, this is so cool. So yeah, so I will put the ballerinas up for about $90 as well. And I'll probably not go any lower than maybe 70-ish because they're really nice. They're really nice. And that's it. We did it.
Cool.
I'll drink that. Woohoo!
So cheers. Yes.
By the way, today in Ohio it was 51 degrees, and tomorrow it's going to be 53.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Unbelievable. I washed my car yesterday outside. It was 45. I washed the car.
All right. So have a Merry Tiki Christmas. I hope Santa brings you lots of goodies. If you spin the dreidel, I hope you win.
Right.
Happy Kwanzaa, like the menorah, and Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah, you got it.
But doesn't matter what you celebrate. Let's all have a good time this holiday season.
Right.
Don't forget, we are going to do the show this Thursday. I would love to have each and every one of you on. That would be impossible, and I know some of you won't want to be on camera, and that's just fine. But hopefully some of you want to do the show on Thursday. If you want to do the show on Thursday and you're afraid what your equipment might not work, feel free to message me anytime between now and Thursday, and I'll do a quick 2-second test with you. So if you want to be on Thursday night, I want you on. And if you fear that your equipment won't work, hit me up. I'll be happy to make sure it works.
Yep.
And like I said, one of our first guests will be Melissa Lentz. I got a tiki mug she shipped me. I'm going to open it live on the show. So let's hope she packed it well.
That'll be fun. Looking forward to that show.
Yeah. So after the holiday madness is over and you've shopped all day on the 26th for those after the holiday deals, put your feet up, come on over, join us on YouTube, and hop in if you want. If not, no biggie, but come check out your fellow thrifters' greatest scores of the year. And plus the whole most the admin team, and Debbie will be with me. So we'll be doing some scores, and I've had great sales this week. So it'll be even tough to pick out the best scores for next week, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, and if you've not subscribed to Two Dogs Digs, please go subscribe because they're going to do a great show. Well, they're going to do a star-studded show on Tuesday night.
Oh, cool.
I'll have to watch it. I got to go to a party. I'll have to watch it after the fact. But I saw the preview today. It's going to be hilarious. So if you're home on Christmas Eve, the 24th, not doing anything, you want to laugh, head over to Two Dogs Digs.
Yeah, in fact, we will be home because we did our Christmas with the family last night. So Mom and Dad have no plans for Christmas Eve.
Cool.
But not, yeah, so I'll be glad to join them. You bet.
But if we don't see you until the end of the year, have a wonderful holiday season. Have a happy new year. But if you got time on the 26th, we'll see you then. And that's it. So for selling past your expiration date, being thrifty over 50, I'm Santa Kahuna.
I'm Mama Claus, and thanks again, everyone, for watching. Have a wonderful holiday. Love you all.
Make sure to give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you around the Hanukkah bush Christmas tree.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.